Alrighties, hello Oceanink Squiddies. We are back once again with another match between Team 13 and X Garbage for the Week 2 maps. Both Division 5 teams, and they are roaring and ready to go indeed. So, we're just about to enter now the stages, so we'll switch over to the map list and quickly get an introduction to the maps that we'll be playing today. So, we do have Turf Wars at Walleye Warehouse, will be the first one, by following Clan Blitz at Piranha Pit, Rainmaker at New Albacore Hotel, Splash Zones at Anchor V Games, Tower Control at Sturgeon Shipyard, Clan Blitz, sorry, that's the Tower Control one, Clan Blitz again at Skipper Pavilion, Rainmaker at Moray Towers, Splash Zones in the Reef, and Tower Control in Kelp Dome. So I'm excited to see how these two teams will do in the end, because I'm very new to these two teams. Like I said in my previous one for Division 5 teams, I don't know much about them, so I'm really excited to see and getting to learn the teams pretty much. I want to see how their members perform. I want to see what the strategies and the weapons that they'll be running to, and just overall just seeing their gameplays. So yeah, and we do have just 4 members for Team 13. So they have the perfect amount, while X Garbage they do have 2 subs available for their side. We do have from Team 13. We have Golda, Stupid, Scottles, and Luna. Whilst X Garbage they have we. Um, they're a Japanese name for the second one. X Mimi, Josh G. Another sort of like a line. I'll just say 7 because it looks like a 7. And then we do have Ivy as well. Alrighties. So now we'll be able to just jump into the gameplay now. We do see now we're just about to begin our first match indeed. That is going to be Walleye Warehouse at Turf Wars. Okay, so both teams are just about on the way and we are about to start off the first match. So, there we are, we are all settled. We seem to be ready to go, indeed. Alright, so I'm excited to see what kind of weapons they want to run here. Maybe because of the Walleye Warehouse, it's a bit of a tight map, so maybe we might see the Bobbler, maybe we might see a lot of ink storms happening, some long range, let's just say the Sniper and the Chargers, and also Blasters can be a thing here too. Just camping from like the top of one of the 2 boxes for either sides. We do have the side entrances as well for the Slayers or the front line of the both teams. And pretty much any other ideas that they can think of for here. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fighting indeed. Alrighty, so we're on the way now. Yeah, we do see the armor as well as the SSP. We do have long range. Yep, and we do have just the same thing as well for the other end too. They have the dollies as well. Yeah, missiles too. So there's a lot of actually. What do we have with the Brella too as well? So we do see a bit of a trade now for X Garbage and T13 just on the start there. We see now the armor now popping up too, and we do see the sprinkle on the side. Smart choice just to use that on the side, just to make sure that area stays permanently inked. We do see ooh, very interesting. X-Garbage has already finished painting their side, so they opted for the early paint on their side, whilst Team 13 they haven't really thought about much. And we do see just the X-Mimi just on the side doing the missiles as well straight away, but ooh, actually picking up the 2 spies actually for Mimi as well, managing not to just perish from there. So good on X-Mimi, and we do see another set of missiles actually coming in as well. So we do see just a lot of support for their frontliner X-Mimi, really. So this is really good gameplay, but managing to pick up just the 4 splats before falling down, so very well played to X-Mimi. And we do see sprinklers still as well active. They have been moving, I believe, from the side to now to the middle, because X-Garbage is saying we are comfortable with this and we can continue just to press on towards Team 13's base. And Team 13 are just they're just having a bit of a hard time at the moment. So maybe just a bit of a warm up for now, but maybe they might find themselves later comfortable when they start getting closer to the middle zone instead. starting thing from there. We do see the brush now coming up on top, just managing to power away. And just being a little sneaky as well on the side of Team 13. Only Stupid just knows. Well, we do see the splash there now, forcing Stupid to actually just retreat from there. We do see now the brush from now finally falls down. We do have the dual splats happening now on the middle side too. Alright, so we should enter the first camera. We'll just see a couple of action coming up now. So we are seeing specials now coming up now for the armor is now popped, and we do see the SSB now falling from the camping spot. We do see actually 3 members actually just falling down. I believe they're in the mid. I didn't really capture that, but that was the semi-wipe now going for in Team 13's favor, really. So if Team 13 are able to just catch up with this semi-wipe lead, they might be able to do something. But no, actually, we do have a oh no, it was actually a disconnection. It was a ruse all along. I actually thought there was a semi-wipe happening, but three of the members of X Garbage actually just disconnected. I have no idea what exactly happened. I apologize for not picking that up straight away. I really thought, because I did not see it. So very interested to see now. We're just gonna have to do another replay. Do the same password once again. A bit unfortunate, really, because X Garbage had. Oh, okay. They actually want me to host. Okay, so indeed, we're just gonna have to replay that because it was only just like the halfway mark. But really, X Garbage they had a really good lead. So they played that really well indeed. It's just a bit unfortunate, you know, that had to happen because I'd feel very devastated if that was the case indeed. But that's fine. I mean, if X Garbage can really prove themselves once again, they'll be able to keep that same advantage that they had during that first match, indeed. Alrighty. So we'll just keep it there for now. Turf Wars at Walleye Warehouse. We're just waiting for players to join up on me because there's only like one of them that can join up on me. Alright, so just a bit of a wait, guys, because we need to have both teams joining in, and since I'm hosting this time around, it's going to be just a bit of off. Okay, we is actually just joined in, so There's actually a lot of games happening tonight, so that's very good for the scene indeed. Already sent? Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't really. Okay, now I just got it actually. I think. Okay. Must have been just a bit of a delay actually. Alright, so I'm just going to double check the roster so I can have this properly done. Now I don't usually do this. I leave this up to the players since they know who they are facing against. I do too, but I just gotta make sure that's all their players. Yep, that's right. Well, let's go. Okay. Who do I have in my alpha? I have Team-13. So X Garbage will be Bravo then. I believe that's right. Okay, so they'll have to run the same weapons as well. Won't be any changes here because there's no substitutes or whatnot. Did you see an interesting name change? Actually, Brooklyn. They have Scottles, Gildo, and Stupid. So that would be Luna. Okay. Alrighties, that will have to be changed next time indeed. I'll have to get an updated list from Alleycat. So after this game, I'll just put a bit of a note that there was name change. Change from Luna to Brooklyn on Team-13 side. Okay. Alrighty, so let's put back to gameplay now, and straight away we're in once again. The same weapons are now being run as well. Do you see the same thing actually just happening now? Let's get a bit of a closer up look. Okay, so that's how it is. So we do actually have the umbrella and the brush painting together. So it explains the early paint coming down from X Garbage's end. We do see a lot of missiles now coming up, and we see members of just Team-13 that are falling down one by one, getting caught out. Now Inkstorm now coming up, but unfortunately we'll be getting splattered right there on the spot. We do see a bit of a side action now happening here. We do see now Brooklyn falling down. Will Godot be next? Ooh, managing to pick up the splat. Double splat. Actually managing to evade all those attacks. But now we'll be falling down. We do see beacons in middle. Very interesting placement. I believe that wouldn't be really necessary if one of the members of X Garbage was actually just in there. So maybe it was just a bit of an accident perhaps. Just a bit of a panic or something. We're see now Team-13 now coming up on top of the advantage. So this is actually going the other way around for X Garbage, whereas they were in the mid lead from the previous one. Alrighty. So we see a bit of a mid volley. We do see the SSP now trading with the umbrella as well, and we do see now X maybe now again, once again, just in the front, but falling down this time. And we do see missiles now coming up, but not. Oh, actually managed to pick up Godot. It's a bit of a movement issue, but that's all right. One can learn from that, and we do see now the sprinklers coming down again, but now popping. And this is actually just turning out the other way around. Team-13 have learned the previous gameplay of X Garbage and just adapted to that really fast. And they recognize, alright, X maybe will now be aggressing the front, so we're able to just corner that, and pretty much, yeah. And we're able to take out the sprinklers too as well. So a really big improvement for Team-13 actually. So we are in the last minute, and map is now looking in X Garbage's favor at the moment. The side actually is not painted for Team-13 side. So if they pop up the maps real quick, they'll be able to recognize that issue. So we do see now the dualies and now the Knight ends up actually falling down. We do see a bit of a scuffle, and that will be the wipe against Team-13's head. So if X Garbage can keep this lead, they will be able to repeat history. Okay, we do see now the splash down now coming up now. So, ooh, actually still on the side of Team-13. I don't think they actually have addressed this issue yet. We do see a bit of a scuffle here. We do see also the super jump too. Now coming in, managing not to just get splattered there too. But we do see actually the other end as well too. And that will be that. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting choices. Unfortunately, that would be a bit too much for the members of Team-13. A bit of a follow there, but surely I don't believe they didn't mean for that to happen really. They had a good going in the mid, and they also had a good going in the other games too. So that would be to game 1 to X Garbage. So we'll just note that down there. Very big lead for X Garbage, so congratulations for that Turf 1, and we will be moving to Clan Blitz now at Piranha Pit. I have a really big issue with finding the games here. Alrighty, so we seem to be just about ready. This will be the same repeat indeed. Okay, so we're just about on the way now. Just going to have to double check these maps. I have a feeling that maybe I got something wrong, but it says here I'm correct. So good on me for knowing ahead and just organizing that really quickly indeed. Alrighty, so X-Garbage has already decided the weapon choices. They're pretty comfortable with what they are running and what they're doing here. I mean, we did see the brush, we did see the lilies as well. We did see a lot of other things. So we did see Enzap as well. We did see Brellas too. So actually, we might see the Tentabrella with the combination of a brush for X-Garbage. Whilst Team-13, just not sure about what they want to run here, but if they want to, they can pretty much just run the same thing, or with bowlers this time too. There could be bowlers in this game, indeed. It is Piranha Pit. There are two ways to just go about this, and pretty much, yeah, you can. We'll have to see once we get into the matches, really. Alright, so Team-13 now just about ready, and they do seem to be. Yeah, they're just about ready to. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so let's hop into Clan Blitz at Piranha Pit now, and let's see how this will fare for both teams. Alrighty, so let's see if there'll be excellent usage of the railings, or if they will just go straight into it. And we do see blasters now with sloshing as well. Cancer sloshing actually, and let's just check out the supers on this. We do have splashdown for the sloshing. We have missiles too. They really love the missiles in this game. We do have actually 2 missiles, and we do have the Inkstorm. So no bowlers whatsoever. Actually, they just seem to want to take this directly to their base. And we do have the other end. We do have Inkstorm. We do have missiles as well. We have Inkjet as well. And we do see Brooklyn now just managed to pick up the clams one by one. Nothing yet. I believe that's their side, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, they have this connection, so now this time I noticed. I believe they're just trying to get the attention of Team-13, but they do recognize it now. They'll have to now go for the wipe. I have no idea why they are trying to time this up and playing along. Okay, this is a bit of a this is a bit of a fiesta at the moment. So unfortunately, this connection's I'm just going to ping. Can I get out of this? I really can't. This is I really need this. Alright, so they got my attention when I told them on Discord. Because stalling is not very sponsorship, and I do have another recording straight after, so I would like them to wrap it up. Oh no, actually we do. There we go. Bit of a worrisome there. Okay, there we are. So we're all just battle. Alright, so we're just gonna jump back straight into it. Bit of a fiesta, but it's all fun and games for a little while, but because we have to keep moving on and we don't want to just keep stalling all night. Alrighties. Okay, cool. So we're just about to jump back now into it. So control is not responding now for some reason. I'm going to leave it open because I don't want to mess around with it anymore. And then I'll fix it up afterwards. Alrighties. So do you see now? This is going the other way actually. Do they have another disconnection? No, actually. They seem to have all the members present this time. Yep, they do have all the members present this time, and Team-13 did have the advantage in the middle, but it turns out that the X-Garbages had a beautiful defense just popping up with them. Alright, so we do see now Insul now coming down from the middle, and we do see now a bit of the tight action. We do X maybe now setting it up this splash so they're getting the 1-2 indeed. So beautifully played to X-Garbage, managing to figure out what to do during the super jump and the one opposing members of Team-13. And we do see now X-Memi now signaling for X-Garbage to pop on in with the bowler. We'll be able to see that. Actually, there are no balls at the moment, no clams at the moment actually. So X-Memi, who previously set it up earlier, will just be very upset about that indeed. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, but well done to the setup indeed. Because that definitely was a signal to the first action of X-Garbage's moves, really. Alrighty, so we do see now a bit of a clam gathering now. We do have 10, but now actually going out the round around now, going back to 0, unfortunately, for Team-13. They won't be able to have any more chances for this time around. And the counter will be going to X-Garbage's end. You see just a bit of a scuffle now, and the bamboozle will actually just fall down here. Ooh, we do see a bit of a Inkstorm now action as well, and we do see a bit of a scuffle here. And that would be that for X-Garbage's advances here. So it's pretty stale at the moment. We do have just a bit of a lockdown between the two teams. Just trying to have a feel one another while having wipes constantly on both ends. But we do see here just a bit of now another battle here, and we'll be falling down, unfortunately. And we do see the double splat now. Here we go. Realizing the mistakes there. Bit of a fiesta, but definitely well played anyways. They did get the trade-off regardless during that time. Unfortunate to the water falling. And we do see now the setup here, but will be halted by Team-13. They are recognizing that we see you guys. We see you guys coming up on the rails, but we'll be able to sort that out pretty easily. We see a bit of a sneak now just happening here. But in the midst of just now, just having a little bit of a tussle here. Ooh, very close indeed. And we do see now this is going out the other end. We do have just the solo defender, the ballpoint here. We'll have to retreat backwards in order to survive. But here it is, and actually ballpoint actually comes on top, managing just to stay their ground, really. And we do see now a semi-white actually for Team 13's end, and this will be the setup. Wee is now setting up in the back. And we do see how the 11 clams. But no ballpoint, no ball yet actually at this point. And we do see now Team 13 now coming back in, and we do see just a bit of a trade-off here. X Mimi will actually just have enough here. No, actually just 8. I thought that would be enough. X Mimi will have to pick up 2 more, but we do see now the first ball actually going to Team 13's end. A bit of a rush, but falling down, and missiles are now coming up as well. So we will see on the overhead here, a bit more action happening here. You see now Godot coming from the side here, man, trying for a little setup here. No clams yet though, so and X-Garbage is painting the side of Team 13's. So it's a bit of a stale at the moment. Still, no points have been deducted yet. We do see the first move now coming down for X Mimi. We'll pick up the first break on the Team 13's end. So in the last 25 seconds, something has finally occurred. And we do see now clams going in 1-2, and before that will be the trade against the Dullies. So, ooh, and we're still actually going. We do see 7 actually managing to sneak in and manage to pick up more in 1-2, and managing to splat as well, and still going in as well. The other members of X-Garbage do jumping in too, and still scoring as well. And that will be that. Since the basket broke during that time, there won't be any overtime, and that'll be that, really. So, really well played. To X-Garbage, they managed to hold out to the very end, and then get a couple of splats, and then just go from there. Even though there were 2 members of Team 13 defending, they just couldn't pick up the person who had the clam, really. Bit of a tight action indeed. Alrighties. So before we change the matches, we will just take care of serve control real fast. Alrighty, just awarding that to Team Coach. Alrighty, so now we do have actually next will be Rainmaker at New Albacore Hotel. I should really get the map sorted first so that I can start doing that instead of me explaining, just so we can speed things up a little bit. Wrong map? Oh, I remember. Oh my lord. I think I did pick it up. Yeah. Hang on. Let's go back to lobby. Okay, a bit of an accident on my end. I can't believe it. I thought I had Albacore on it, but I guess my stick moved to Ariano at the last second. Weird. New Albacore Hotel. What is going on? Come on. Come on, Shidow. Where is it? There. How did I screw that up? Alright, so we're just gonna have to wait for the members to drop by in again. I really apologize for that. I didn't mean for that to happen indeed. I better double check the maps actually. I've double checked this like 4 times, but I don't know why. It feels like have I put this down wrong on surf control? I don't really know. So we're just waiting for 2 more players to join in and then we'll get back straight into it. Alrighty. So very interesting. These 2 teams can really hold out against each other in the long run, which is really exciting to see. We are able to see more gameplay happening. We are able to see strategies during the panic of the last minute as well. So we can really see the true nature of the teams, or what they can perform during the last minute, really. Because definitely both teams want to avoid a timeout and leave things being like a draw or something like that for Clan Blitz. So obviously we don't want that happening for sure. I need X. I need them on Bravo again. And actually Team Alpha is Bravo. It'll be easier if I just... Yeah. Have I done this right? Cool. Why do I feel like I've done it wrong? But at the same time, I don't know why. Alright, it's cool. Alright, for Rainmaker, we didn't see the bowler from the previous game of Clan Blitz. So really surprising not to see a single bowler. And or even a Tensorbrella too. It was actually just a bit of a change up. For this one, Rainmaker New Albacore Hotel, maybe we might see something a little bit different. Perhaps maybe we might actually see bowler this time. Maybe. I have high hopes for it, but I don't really think so. Maybe we'll still see the Inkstorm, the Splashdown, and the double missiles run by X Garbage. They're really liking it, and I don't really mind too, because it's working out for them in their favor. Alrighty, so we're just waiting on the last member of Team 13, still deciding the weapons and the strategies here, the last 20-second mark. And we will see from there pretty much. So this is still game 3 at New Albacore Hotel. So there will be more chances for Team 13 to catch up if they manage to pick up the win here and in future games as well. So a long road ahead of us for tonight. Alrighty, so we're now back. Here we are. Let's see what weapons have been chosen this time. We do see now a roll, a bit of a change here. And we do see actually the same thing for X-Guard. Is that the same thing from the last game? Honestly, let's have a look. We do see 1, 2 missiles. Yeah, Ash. Oh, Stingray Ash. So a bit of a change from the Jet Squelcher to what it was from last time. And we do see another roll with the Splashdown. We do see dualies as well with the Inkjet. Splashdown as well. We are actually seeing quite the similar specials being run here. And we do see now missiles now coming up. Scottus will have to move out of the way into the right and catching out 7. Oh, no, actually, it will be the trade actually. We do see just a bit of a semi-wipe coming from X-Garbage and managing to pick up the wipe with the Rainmaker. Very well done to X-Garbage's Rainmaker user. Because they can still contest this because the members were still there and they're able to super jump back in. The Skulls will be heading in straight away just by themselves, and a bit of a mistake here. And do you see? I believe a disconnection. No? Oh no, that is the 4 members. Oh, okay, there's a bit of a weird just idling happening. So I'm not sure if that was the case or they were just trying to scout out by its good form, just having a feel where the members of X Garbage actually are. C7 will have to retreat now from the missiles. Definitely can't do anything else except retreat from them. Reducing now the roller as well. And picking up the splat there against the roller. We see a bit of a ink just building up a bit of special here on the side. And also a bit of a scuffle still happening in the middle too as well. You see Bamboos are managing to... Ooh, I thought we fell in the water, but apparently not. And that would be the wrong time to be doing the missiles because two of the members were just rocking up just towards them. Really. So unfortunately we'll be splattered there, and we do see actually... Here we are, we still see X-Garbage manage to go forward on the side. We do see Stingray now available. And will this be it for X-Mimi? And no, actually falling down to Godot, who will be picking the second and the third splat. Amazing work to Godot. But the members of X-Garbage are still around. They're able to super jump if they like to. We do see splashdown, but no counter splashdown. They actually against that. Didn't just panicked right there on the spot. Unsure what to do. And we do see now Brooklyn managing to pick up the hidden Squiddy just hiding there. Alrighty, so this will now go in the Team 13's end. They were able to get the counter push here, managed to pick up the double slap before Brooklyn falls down. And we do see the semi-wipe as well for the end of X-Garbage. So they will be halted here, but will be falling down in the water, unfortunately, for that sloshing. Just did not gauge the jump right enough. Perhaps going to the left instead would have been a better choice. Just going on the walkway, really. On the bridge. But no matter, we are still in this. X-Garbage are still ahead indeed. And we do see Brooklyn now able to push up here. We'll be needing the support of her teammates in order to push forward here. We do see that happening now. Brooklyn still managing to push in as well, but that will be stopped at 46. And we do still a bit of action. Stupid now protecting members, but no, we'll be falling down too. And we'll be left to Godot, who is by themselves. And we'll be picking up the one splat, but we'll be falling down here. Yep, and another one member actually just jumping in too. We do see it is the ends up, but we'll be falling down to a curling bomb. We do see Brooklyn by herself once again and managing just to stall for her teammates to jump in. We do see here it is now. Will we see the inkjet now to protect the teammates? Yep, we do see, but it is too late. The sloshing will pick up the splat here, and there are a splashdown now coming down too. Amazing work to the members of X-Garbage. They're able to play that really well, make sure they're not caught out in any specials. So really surprising that Team 13 were using their specials really late or not at all. Maybe they wanted to hold it out for the right timing and ensure a knockout, but it's not going to help them at the moment. And we do see now missiles coming up, forcing the members of X-Garbage to move back, or at least forward, and we will be falling down to that trap, but we'll be trading... no, actually falling down to Scottles, who next will be picking up another spot indeed. We do see X-Garbage will have the Rainmaker here, and we'll be pushing up, just putting it down. We're going to stall a bit more. We do see Stingray now coming up too. So if Seven's able to... No, actually just going in for the splats instead. Managed to pick up the semi-wipe, and that would be the wipe actually. And I believe if they recognize... Oh, that's fine. They could have just popped it and picked it up and that would be that, but yeah, I have no idea. That overtime was a bit funny. And that will be that. X-Garbage was in the lead, but Team 13 were trying to pick it up as fast as they could, but some of the mistakes that they have made was really pushed them back indeed. So 18 splats, very well done, and 14-2 to the edge and the sloshing against the machine. Alrighty, so well played to X-Garbage, managed to pick up that win, and we'll move on before we discuss any further of that game. So we do have Splat Zones at Anchor V Games. Let's find it. Why can't I find these games? Seriously. There we are. Anchor V, making sure. Splat Zones, check. And in we go. Alright, so X-Garbage are actually really comfortable. They're actually just running the same comp like multiple times. They're saying, hey, we're really comfortable with what we're getting. The splats that we're getting is proving us that we're doing okay. We don't need to change. The stats as well at the end of the game, how many splats they have gotten, just really showcases what X-Garbage is capable of, really. Whilst Team 13, bit of mistakes where they're super jumping in in the open battlefield, and X-Garbage are able to pick it up or at least set up some sort of trap for the members who are jumping in. And also missiles too as well. They're countering the advances of Team-13 too, which is a lot of pressure for them already. And also the specials too, not being used at a right time too, or rather not a bit too late really. And that's going to cost them a bit. And we see a bit of, yes, just trying to wake up Stupid, who's not yet checked in, but there we are. Now all the members are ready to go. So that's alright for Team 13, at least if they can recognize the issues where they're jumping in too early and the specials not being used properly, they'll be able to change it around indeed. Alright, and as I was speaking, they're actually just changing around the comp once again. Opting in for now, this time I believe the Explosion. And with the bubbles indeed, so this is Splatstones indeed, so as I was going to say, definitely bubbles are a good choice here with the long range of the Explosion, but we'll be falling down to the Splat Bombs. Not enough ink was turf, so not enough movement to be moving around indeed. Alright, and they do have also, oh, that would be the custom JR instead. Using now Splashdown available for Stupid. We'll have to advance in order to use it, and there we are. But won't be picking up the Splat because of the little box in the middle. But we'll be picking up X-Mimi and falling down as well. So reducing now, Ink-Storm is available, and 7 is able to set up this beautiful long range on this side tower, really. Very impressive work. So we do see now Ink-Storm available, we do see as well Splashdown available. So X-Garbage will be able to set up a bit more properly here since they have ink control here. We do see, I believe someone is in the back, or rather, yes, we do see bubbles actually being used at the wrong time once again. It should have been used at a longer range instead, but probably have some bit of a panic there. And we do see this will actually be the quick knockout if I just switch the overhead real quick, and that would be that. Team 13 has not been able to make a counter towards that, and that will be the quick first game. I would hope no one disconnected there, because I'd feel really silly about it, but yeah. That is the lead. Ooh, a lot of action. No, actually, all the members are still here, so yeah. Alright, well, X-Garbage really picked that up really fast, so they're on their way with point match now, and the last game now being tower control at Sturgeon Shipyard this time around. If you can find Sturgeon Shipyard. Unbelievable, why am I really... There it is. I don't know why I can't find these maps, even though I quickly go through them. Alright, just double checking. Alright, we are a go. Okay. So this garbage is really comfortable with what they're running. I didn't really get enough time to properly see the weapons or explain the specials. I did notice the bubbles. I didn't notice the splashdowns too. We're proving up the brushes as well. Long range, the explosion as well. The change up for Team 13's got up. But well, now they're in their point match, so Team 13 should take this time very seriously and think about what they should run here for this final game. We'll be able to see Bowler finally at last for a tower control game, which is perfectly fine. Or will we see the same thing? Perhaps. Alright, so both teams are just about ready now, and here they are, the final game. Point match for X-Garbage. Or will this be the upset and Team 13 will be able to come back from this? Let us see. Okay, one of the members of X-Garbage has been disconnected. Alright, but let's see anyways the weapons they were trying to run here. We have a little bit of the squid backpack. I like it. Even if the odds are against them with the 4-0 at the moment, the Team-13 really just want to keep having fun, really. They're really positive about this, and I really like this, really. No team should be disappointed even if they're really far behind, and they should stay positive and keep playing to the best of their abilities, really. So, it's good to see this, indeed. And it's good to see some, Ace Garbage don't want to really be in there, but they're having their own fun in their way too. And that'll be that, the quick knockout. We saw the Brellas, we saw a bit of the other weapons too. Lilies, Emperies, Bamboozle, Range Blaster, bit of a switch. Like, I don't really like to switch weapons out. And we did see, yeah, sort of the same thing. The Splush and also the 10R2s for X Garbage. So they're really comfortable with what they're running, really. Mm. Alright, so we're just waiting for the last moment for X Garbages to come back on. So we're actually playing a bit more stable when I'm hosting, but I wouldn't really like players to rely on me for that much. MBN is not the strongest still in Australia. It's it pays a lot to get the best result. I have sort of like a mid sort of result that I'm getting. It's not the highest, but it does its job for MBN. But I really hope they improve it in the future, indeed, because that is our future of our internet after all, and we should really have good internet in this country because it's a bit of a shame to play online games where internet is not great or we're lagging so much, or we can't even download movies or songs really, or even be able to play YouTube at a high quality. So yeah, it's a bit of a worry, but what can you do about it? We enjoy life as it is. Alrighty, so we're still just actually waiting. I'm not sure if they want to, if they're resetting their router or something. Who was it again? I believe it was 7. Yeah, 7 did disconnect. We still have we, X-Mimi, and one of their other Japanese name players. We'll go quickly on the map list just to make sure. Yeah, that will be 7 indeed. I love it. I don't think there's any other way I can really pronounce it. Really, it looks like a 7 with a bit of a swirl at the end. Alrighties. Ooh, really? Okay, interesting. Division 5. Okay, actually not in Division 5. Oh, let's alert an admin real quick. Who can we alert here without annoying anyone? Alley cat. Alright, okay. Now they're in, and there are more fooling around. I was on Discord just making sure that they're in. Bravo. Alpha. Yep, okay. Alrighty, so I'll be able to jump back in straight away to it. I forgot that Kalamaka was actually still around. She just returned, I believe, just recently on her vacation, I believe it was. So it's good to see Boss back in action. Yeah, I call him or advanced boss really. Okay, cool. So we're now straight into it once again. Okay, we'll switch to gameplay real quick, and here we are for the final match, the replay once again. Alright, so we are seeing the same weapon composition, we are seeing the jet sculptures too, and here we are. Both teams now finding their way in indeed. You see early tower control, just rushing straight onto it, and we do see X Garbage actually just opting out for it indeed, and it's working out, but the range blaster is proving out to be a bit of a counter. Stupid managing just to set up there, indeed. We see a bit of a scuffle with Scuttles and we, but we will be falling down here, unfortunately. And here we are, the turnaround, the counter for the tower control. There's a lot of action actually for just for this tower, indeed. A lot of specials coming up and a lot of splats as well. Both teams noticing and they're taking every entrance they can, the side, the front, the top as well. And yeah, it's just proving out to be a lot. We do see missiles now, XL will have to move out just a bit. You can see Brooklyn now coming in hard. Managed to pick up the double splat. Will this be the triple splat? But oh, Umbrella just managed to stop that. But here it is. Will this be the triple? That will be the triple. And Brooklyn will have to come back. We're still on the tower. And there it is, the wipe. Oh, to Brooklyn. Congratulations. Alright, so this will be now the counter indeed. They'll push 7 off on the top of the tower too. And they are still opting out for it. And Team-13 are looking very strong at the moment. This is exactly what I want to see, indeed. What do you see? Still here. Oh, a lot of ink on the left side of over here for X-Garbages, and they'll have to repaint that to make sure that they won't have any sneak attacks happening on that side. We see a bit of scuffle now with 7 and Scuttles here. Scuttles will be on top, but we do see now with Slosh just managing just to pressure here. And now all of X-Garbages members are now on the tower now. We see the volley, one being dropped, 2 being dropped now. We see 3, well played to X-Garbage. Alrighty, so this is going to be the turnaround counter now. And time remaining for the first checkpoint. It is now completed. We see a bit of a scuffle here. All the members of X-Garbage were actually on that tower, and wow, almost a dual wipe for both ends at the same time. But Scuttles will remain on top of here, being the sole survivor. Wow, this is like Hunger Games at the moment. Interesting. Okay. We see just a bit of action here too. Three members will be falling. Actually, just the 2. Yeah, actually 3. 1 member will be falling for Team-13, but yeah, they're still looking strong and stupid now on the top tower, indeed. Just looking to defend the right spot, but we'll be splashing down here in order to defend here, and we'll be picking up the splat too. The Umbrella will be knocked back and falling. That's a long range and aggressive pop there. Unbelievable work. This is looking very well indeed for both teams. While Team-13 are still in the lead here. Brooklyn rushing to the tower but unable to pick it up. And here is the turnaround. While the members of Team-13 were harassing X-Garbage's side, here they are now coming in for the counter. You see we still on the tower, and that would be the last lead for Team-13. We still just dancing around the tower, but managing to pick up the 31 before going down. You still see their slosher is still up as well, but will be now falling down. And another one actually jumping in too, and it's going to be weak, but will be falling down too. Oh my lord, this is looking very promising. Alright, so let's switch it up now. We'll go first person here. We see 3 specials now are available. No, just the 1 left actually. And that would be a semi-wipe from Team 13's end. And we'll be falling down to the Brella. Alright, so now we on the tower once again. That Brella is really paying off. Just having the extra defense on the pole and as well as the Brella is really just keeping we up, really. Alright, so you see just the semi-wipe now. 7 will have to retreat back and save Stingray for this moment now coming down, I believe. And missiles now coming up as well, forcing 7 actually to go back, so special won't be going down. Actually 7 now looking set up here. Will it be used here? No, actually no. It's still going to remain the same. Broken now on the Inkjet. Not being able to pick up anything here, but will be still be alive anyways. Managed to pick up Wii here. And going down actually. Oh, very tight for the last 5 seconds, and this is the splat, and that will be the wipe, and this is going to go to game 5 to X. No, I don't think so. I could be wrong. I actually wasn't paying attention to the score. Alright, I believe that is that, and game 5 going to X Garbage. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. Ooh, 20 splats. Oh my lord, and 15. Well played for that final game. That looked really promising. I was thinking if Team 13 had this, we could see more beautiful gameplays because they looked wow. They looked really well in that last one. And that would be the straight 5-0. Congratulations to X Garbage. Not being not swapping out their subs, and both teams just really had fun. I really love the energy coming from both teams, especially from Team 13. Even though it seemed like a fiesta, I really loved it indeed. Alright, so that will be that. Hmm. My jeez. And yeah, anyways, let's talk about weapons there. There was a lot of missiles, there was a lot of splashdown, inkjetting. Stingrays were available, but I don't not used that often. But X Garbage were really confident with what they were doing. And as well as Team 13 too, they managed to pick up the splats here, 1 and 2, especially when X Garbage were on the tower too. Proved to be a bit of a fatal mistake, and they were able to pick up multiple splats too. And really excellent. A lot of wipes happening too, especially for Brooklyn, who picked up the one wipe by herself too. So really great match to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing these two teams duke it out once again for next week's game, or whenever they meet up next time, really. And that will be me signing off. And once again, congratulations to X Garbage. Thank you very much for playing.